demons. We are back with Sakura Shangrose. I don't remember what we were doing. Hiko takes me out of the academy building. Oh, Keo. Sorry you had to see that. Naoko and I have never gotten along. Toru, that's fine. Well, I want to know more about that. What's important is that I make sense of all this. So just let me put... I need to change something. This needs to chill. So just let me put all of this in my own words. Yes? You are two spirits sent down as guardians from some other world. When you are fully bound to this world, you will become the patron spirits of those two shrines. And this will happen during the Ascension Festival. That is correct. And my family has some sort of pact or convent with your house. Also correct. Men from your family become priests and begin their training at the two gates, and help those who arrive from beyond the understand this world. But you're unusual in that we were the first ones to arrive, and we had to wait for you instead. So that's why you're at this school? You want to learn more about this world? Precisely. How strange that you end up in the same academy as us. Let alone in the same room. Not strange at all. My grandfather was the one who enrolled me here. That old man is up to something. I don't know what to say. There are many spirits in this world, and they manifest themselves in everything you see. I'm just one of the many, as is Neiko. So there are many spirits around us right now? It is then I begin to notice a strange atmosphere again. Something is at work around me. Precisely. For example, the playful spirits in the wind. It's then I notice the wind pick up really strong around us. What? Oh. The wind around us whipped up, revealing something that nearly makes my eyes boggle. Underneath that skirt Keo is wearing is a lazy back lingerie. Her face turns bright red as she lives where I'm looking. What? What are you? I never would have thought that she would be wearing something like that. Stop looking there. The spirits of the wind are playing prank. Just pay no attention. She tries to push her skirt back down, but the wind suddenly changes directions, forcing another part of her skirt up. No matter what she does, it seems hopeless. Her hands are flying all around, but nothing seems to help. We're out in the garden too, meaning that there is nowhere to take shelter from the wind. It's really to hear disembodied giggle in the wind too. Damn wind spirits. How dare you embarrass me like this? Unlike the last time I saw her like this, she has completely lost her composure. Was completely understandable considering that we're at school. More laughter echoes through the air. Where is that coming from? I look around me. It's then I see tiny little sparks of light in the air. Oh. The little dots? White dots? The entire atmosphere around us looks like it's enchanted. It's happening again. Keo just seems a total loss with herself. Toro, please do something. What should I do? You are a priest. Surely you know how to quell spirits, but I haven't even begun my training. Perhaps I should just speak with them. A sudden clarity comes over me. Hey, you spirits. The wind suddenly stops. It's just then I see something akin to an invisible hand holding up the frills of Keo's skirt. Look, you're really upsetting Keo right now. So could you please stop? It's not that I hate the view or anything, but somehow seeing Keo being teased like this, it just does not seem right to me. Although I can hear some sort of disgruntled murmur echoing through the air. The wind slowly dies down and the atmosphere around us begins to return to normal. Oh. Okay, I can just ask them nicely and they'll just be like, alright. After that particular incident, Ko quickly returned inside. Ko seems to be rather smug. Ho ho ho, did something happen to you? It looks like it did, Ko. Nothing of any sort happened. Really? I heard some rumors among the spirits around here. Did something happen, Toro? No. Nothing happened. Are you sure? Because I think something did happen. She leans in and whispers to Ko. Ko looks like she's about to snap. Really, that's enough. Well, since you already know, I suppose there's no point in denying it. What exactly happened back there? I've never seen anything like that before. Did you not notice the atmosphere change? Well, yes. And you've never noticed anything like that happen before? Not really, no. I've always been the skeptic among my friends. Oh, I see. You're opening your eyes. Opening my eyes? That would make sense. You're providing good instincts for a change, Naoko. Please, Miss Blacklight. So Toro, to put as simply as I can, your family is well known as mediums and psychics. Oh, are we? That's why a convent was made with your family to become priests. It's a theme in media that having psychic or being psychic or having medium abilities is genetic. They just go on the show Medium. One of her kids also had that, and Ghost Whisperer, her grandmother and mother both had it. So it's kind of a theme that it's genetic somehow. That's why a convent was made with your family to become priests. People like you can slip in between worlds and see things other people normally wouldn't. Namely, you can see us spirits. But you were so wrapped up in your denial that you couldn't see anything at all. What is she saying? What she is saying does make sense. I only started noticing these things once I had seen Ko at the shrine. As much as I want to deny it, I simply can't. Does this mean I'm going to start seeing things like evil spirits too? Why would you see something like that? Malicious spirits aren't able to materialize themselves in your world and under any circumstances. You're completely safe, Toro. Oh, that's good then. That's a relief. So I'm not going to start seeing poltergeists or anything like that. Like poltergeists, you say? Nah, those don't exist. Sometimes things can be a bit bumpy between worlds. What you call a poltergeist is just things shifting a little bit. Oh, so there's a little rip between the two worlds, kind of bumps things around. Kind of like tectonic plates rubbing against each other, yeah. So you don't have anything to worry about, Toro. Alright, that's alright then. Don't you think we're being a bit inconsiderate, Naoko? Maybe you are. Let's put this to perspective. He has denied the existence of spirits for years. Don't you think that he would have difficulty coming to terms with everything that has happened? She must have noticed how much trouble I'm having with all this. That's a fair point. Are you doing okay, Toro? Ko said was right. All of these things you told me, and everything I've seen, it's a lot to take in. I don't know how I'm going to be able to look after your shrines. I just rest my head on my desk. I've only just arrived here and my entire life has been flipped upside down by everything I've learned in the last 2 days. Are we sitting in class talking about this, or are we just standing in this empty room? Don't worry, Taro, because you would never know. They never draw the other characters. You aren't alone. I didn't even know what to expect when I passed through the 2 gates. Everything here is completely new to me as well. What she says is correct. The Beyond is very different from your world. There are plenty of spirits who flutter in between these two places, but Naoko and I, We weren't even aware that this world existed until recently. Huh? Do they blindside you and be like, oh, you're going into the other world. See ya. Seriously? That's correct. We did not know what to expect when we arrived. So I understand how you feel, Toro. She respectfully bows before me again. I'm sorry that was not more considerate of your feelings. Me too. It must be hard for you as well. No, you don't need to be like that. If anything, it's my grandpa who owes me an explanation. Oh yes, your grandpa. I always loved the smells that come from his kitchen. Just long have you been sneaking into my house? Sneaking in? How dare you act like I'm some sort of cat burglar? Oh, you are a cat. He let me stay there. That old man knew about her the entire time. Right. Well, I really did chat with him about a few things. So, when Grandpa looked after the shrines, was it two different spirits who lived there? Because they're implying that this is the first time they're in this world, and originally I thought that they were the original shrine spirits and that Grandpa had looked after them and knew them. What I realize now is that he really was telling me the truth this whole time. He hadn't tried to hide anything from me at all, in fact. Now that my eyes are opening, as Naoko put it, I should really apologize to him when I get home. Just then, teacher returns to the room. Naoko, how has it been going? Fine. Just fine. Right. I trust that there was no incidents when you were showing Toro around? Nope. Nothing happened. The teacher turns to me. Nothing happened, right? What a weird thing to be like. So nothing weird happened, did it? And I was, no. Who would ask that? I better not cause a fuss. Yep, everything is fine. Why is he asking? Is he like... They seem weird. Are you okay, man? Alright, that's good then. Class will be starting again soon. Or like, why are you, three of you, hanging out in this classroom? We need some peace and quiet, Taro. We can't talk another time. Yep, that's no problem at all. Alright. I guess we'll talk later. I need some time to myself. Just a moment to work everything out. Give me a few years, and then I'll come back. Naoko and Keiko left me alone for the rest of the day. Now it's time to head home. What does this say? Famart? Famamart? Some cool art. I feel so invalidably tired. One thing I'm really bad at drawing is backgrounds. And I don't like drawing backgrounds. Like, the like drawing all the little lines and stuff of the bricks and all these, the building, dude, it would really bother me. Spirits are real. There are another world beyond this point, and I'm some sort of medium. Heh, you're medium, not big or small. Feels like foundations I built my life on have been torn from underneath me. Even as I'm just walking along, I swear the entire world around me looks different. Colors are just a little bit brighter. I see a little shimmers of light in the air. And then I swear I'm starting to hear whispers in the wind. Even though this all seems like I'm going insane, this is not exactly unpleasant. Looking out towards the coastline, the sun's orange rays shimmer across the water's surface. Is this how I'm going to be seeing things from now on? Sitting in the middle of two worlds and I'm not really knowing which is which. No, I don't think it will be that confusing. They told me that there's no such thing as evil spirits in this world. Well, those wind spirits were kind of mean to KO, but I'm sure there's no malice in their actions. Slowly I make my way back home and I knock on... Why you're knocking on the door to your house? Oh no, who could it be? Please let me in, Grandpa. Now you sound like a grouch. Did you have a rough first day? It does happen sometime. Why did he doesn't have a key to his own house? Just let me in, we need to talk. Alright, alright. I hear the lock on the other door click. Here we are. Dinner is cooking, already cooking. I can smell it from here. Are you hungry, Toro? I bet you're going to love what I'm making for tonight. I'm not really that hungry, sorry. Grandpa. Yeah, what is it? I'd like to tell you that I'm sorry. Sorry what for? I never thought that anything you said was true. Haha. He gives me a cheesy grin. Your eyes are opening, aren't they? I knew it, you saw them too. You mean Ko and not Hayako? That's right, those two stray cats were hanging around the shrines. They've been waiting for their priest for quite a while, you know. Strays? Why did you call them that? Well, they technically aren't the patron spirits of the shrines yet. Yeah, like I thought that they were already. That's why you're here. You're going to perform the rites of ascension for them. Rites of ascension. Don't worry too much about that right now. What does it mean for them? Is it like bounding them to the shrine? Don't worry about that too much right now. But yeah, that's what you're gonna do. I feel like I'm on the edge of a nervous breakdown. I'm sure they mentioned it sometime today, but they need to host the Ascension Festival. Then they become the true spirits of this land. That's where we come in. We come from a long line of priests, mediums, and psychics. So like every generation, they bring in a new spirit? I know it's a lot to swallow so quickly, but don't worry. Grandpa is 100% behind you. Right. I think I'd like to go straight to bed today. So then at some point they abandoned the shrines? Because he wasn't looking after them now, was he? Take some dinner with you. He shows a plate of food in my hands. Try out the cherry tomatoes, plenty of lemon juice and sea salt for extra zest. Sounds good. Slowly I walk upstairs with the plate. Wait, the door of my room isn't closed again. Oh, there's a cat in my room. Don't tell me that damn cat snuck in there. Alright, Nayako. You can't stay in there. I take a step inside. Oh. What is this? Doesn't make sense. Disproportionately to physics, that does not how boobs work. You. She's peering up at me from the floor at a very awkward angle. An impossible angle. Her alabaster skin. What? Does it contain her meager outfit? She doesn't really seem that embarrassed either. What on earth are you doing? Earth. Her tail wags from side to side. We aren't really there right now. I told you that we slip in and out of worlds all the time. I know that you are only arrived here very recently, but you know exactly what I mean. Where are your clothes? Seriously. Way too small for... Yeah, they don't fit. I can see... No. I have to keep my composure. Look, you can't just turn up in my room just like this, okay? He just looks at me quizzically. Why do I need clothes if I'm not outside? After all, this is just me and you in your room right now. There's nothing wrong with seeing me like this if it's just you, right? Her just pressed against the wooden floor, she stresses herself out. Is it supposed to be like she's doing that cute little cat stretchy thing? Because this is not what it looks like. We need to get to know each other too, don't we? I want to know everything about you, Toro. Look, you already brought me in your grandfather's cooking. She smiles happily. I just know we're gonna get along great. This isn't for you. Her tail droops down. Aw, it isn't. Can I have a little bit, please? She sits up, her arm is slipping up. Wow, what is it on with? Don't move. Why not? Just don't, okay? I'll give you my dinner as long as you don't move. Okay. Put the plate down on the ground just within reach of her. She sniffs it, and she turns her nose up. What? Is it something wrong with it? I don't like tomato. What? That's exactly what it is. You can have them. Really? I can't help but let out a heavy sigh. Beggars can't be choosers, you know. They can sew. I can only shake my head. Please put on some clothes. But don't you like it or something? I thought it was pretty cute. It doesn't have anything to do with how cute you are. Really though, it's for my own sake. Just seeing her like this makes my heart race. If I'm not careful, I might end up... Aw, your face is all red. You look really cute like this. I like you even more, Toro. Enough of that already. How am I going to get some rest with this cat in my room? You just let yourself in all the time. What a night this is going to be. Oop. When I wake up in the morning, Naoko is in my room, but I can't help but notice all of the noise downstairs. Oh. There you are, Taro. You're up early today, you know? Oh. New outfit? Kind of like a tank top with possibly shorts or a skirt. Can't tell because there's a bar in the way. She mumbles through her food, something that sounds like good morning. You didn't tell me that you had a friend staying with you today, Toro. He nudges me with his elbow. I said that you were going to have some luck with the ladies once you moved here. Please don't tease me about that. You look really tired, Taro. Did you get much sleep? Not really, no. When I tried to go to bed, Naoko ended up sleeping on the top of me. Damned cat. Oh, it's little shorts. She needs to be more reserved, I suppose is part of the job. I wish she was a bit more like Keo. She needs to learn restraint. Well then, Taro. I hope you're ready for the big day. We're starting your training. Woohoo. Oh, what about school? Who gives a shit about school? I already sent them a letter that you aren't feeling. Sent them a letter? Get the whole day off. There's no phones. Usually you call in. The whole day training with Naoko. It's gonna be great, Taro. I haven't shown you the shrine yet. That's right, you only checked out Keiko's shrine, didn't you? Aren't they exactly the same though? Well, yeah. So isn't it fair that you only go to her shrine? Alright, there's no need to get mad. Grandpa just grins at me. What a smooth operator we have here. That attitude is going to be important in your training, Taro. Now hurry up and eat. You're going to be headed out very soon. What do I mean, you're? Aren't you going to come with us? No. Naoko can help you learn everything you need to know. And my back has been acting up again, so going for a walk really isn't a good idea right now. So I'm going to be spending even more time alone with this cat. I guess we'll just have to bear with it. After a quick breakfast, Naoko practically drags me out of the house. Come on. I have so much that I want to show you, Toro. I know. We have to make up for when Keo stole you away from me. Why is that you two get along so badly anyways? It's complicated. Both of us are from the same house of spirits, which consists of many different groups. And I just don't like her. That doesn't really sound like that complicated to me. Some people just dislike each other. Well, when the houses get involved in stuff like that, it does get complicated. For now, though, that doesn't matter. Here we are. The atmosphere in this place is completely different from the world outside. I think I am beginning to understand. They named this place Two Gates. Where you come from, right? That's right. It's sort of like a beacon. There are only a few places like this in your world. I see, sort of. Although my senses cannot pick up on what it is. Something about this place feels very different. A lot of people possess a small amount of psychic ability. It's a feeling you get which you cannot quite explain. Deja vu? The gut feeling that warns you of danger, or when you think you hear something. Or when somebody's looking at you, and yet turn around and just see them. Training your ability is going to be very important if you want to be a priest. She's mentioning that festival again. Come on, let's show you inside. Inside Naoko's shrine is quite from to what? The inside of Naoko's shrine is quiet from to Keo's shrine. I feel like there's something messed up with that line. Seems a lot newer. The sunlight pours in from the outside, seeming in the perfect place for a cat to take a nap. What do you think? It's quite nice in here. But I think we're getting distracted. I need to know about the Ascension Festival, Naoko. What do you need to know? Everything. Well, you told me it is an event which allows you and Keo to stay in this realm as guardian spirits. What my role in all of this? Priests help to govern the roles of spirits in this world. Keiko must have told you about it before. There are spirits in everything you see. That is what she said. So you're telling me that I help keep these spirits in line. Kind of like a spirits policeman? That's pretty much it. How do I do that? You're explaining something, but not really explaining it more. What can you call an exorcism in this world is just a quelling of control spirits. Sometimes a wind spirit becomes trapped inside a stone or a house, and a priest is the one who helps put them back in their rightful place. Okay. A different explanation besides, like, demons and angels, I guess. Isn't that a bit forceful, though? Not at all. A wind spirit desires to be free. To be trapped and unable to leave, it makes them very sad. So essentially, I can command and direct spirits. That's a really simple way to put it, but yes. You help guide spirits and talk to them as well. So your role in Ascension Festival will be to serve as a spiritual anchor for us while I will stay in this world. And what would happen if this festival didn't work out as planned? Oh, don't worry about it. There's no way it can go wrong. Since we've already arrived in this world and your spirit is strong, there should be no problem. But aren't you doing just fine without me? I mean, you and Keo were already going to school before I arrived here. It was your grandfather providing us with an anchor in this world. Despite his age, he is a strong spirit. Now that you're here, he's been able to take it easy. That's why you always need a priest before the Ascension event. All you need to do is keep your eyes open for both worlds, and keep your spirit strong. With your help, we can bring order to this land, as our host has done for centuries. So what's the training? You sound a lot more formal than you usually do. It's just something I have to do, okay? I can't just explain it in a really simple way. I mean, all you need to do is believe. I was thinking, like, training to use your eyes to see them, training the exact, like, ritual that you would have to perform. Like, you're gonna put this here, and put this here, and do this, and say this. And nothing can go wrong. Is that supposed to be my training? Well, obviously there's some other things. For the sake of the festival, you will be fine. I think they're kind of leave it bleeding in a little bag to let you figure it out yourself. You'll fill in the gaps. Or more explanation later, I don't know. Don't think you're getting out of training, however. Just because you come from a long line of mediums doesn't mean you can let your talents go to waste. Once you sharpen your senses, you will become a great priest. I'm sure of it. Now then, we're going to start off with some exercises. Okay, I'm going to leave it here for now. And we're kind of going to like see what actual training is, possibly, and the next episode. So thanks everybody watching. See ya.